Hi everyone, it's Rebecca here from Enlightened with Essential Oils, and this morning I've got my it feels like an facial recognition blocker, and you can't see my hand over here because I've got this beautiful screen on the background. I found it quite some time ago, and I've never used it before, but because I was wearing this kind of like very paisley kind of, like I said, facial recognition type blocking. I just got it from a local department store, so it's not like it's specifically for that reason. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, that kind of gives me those butterfly kind of what do you call it? Like when they're merging in with the flowers. Camouflage type kind of vibes. I was like, oh, this is perfect for this video. But on another note, the reason that I'm actually coming to you today is because I have fallen in love with a new essential oil all over again. It has been a while. I use this oil blended in with other oils because I've never liked it on its own. And recently I've made an order, and I think I left my order somewhere else, and I can't remember what I actually did order this month. But I did get a peppermint. I got a new mouthwash. As you guys know, I always love to get my mouthwash. Oh, I got a Peace and Calming. I got a Peace and Calming essential oil. And that was long, well overdue needing. Oh, and I also got a rosemary essential oil. And I'm enjoying using rosemary too. It must feel like a little bit, I don't know, like there's a lot of freshness in rosemary, and I'm loving the aroma of that as well. However, the one I want to talk to you about today, I'm going to show my screen in a minute so I can share with you a bit more about this beautiful oil, is Loyalty. This beautiful Loyalty blend, and you can't see it because of the background. So let me just do what the other influencers type people do, put their hand behind the product. I always feel weird about doing that, but this is called Loyalty. And this is a blend that you can only get if you're a member with Young Living on, I believe, a Century Rewards program, and you also have been ordering every month. And so I wanted to kind of share this as a benefit because I definitely love the fact that it's something around loyalty, and that Young Living has got that level of generosity that I think that a lot of companies, I don't feel necessarily have in some regards. And so I really appreciate that as a long-standing customer who promotes these beautiful products, that there is these beautiful little rewards, and they kind of just like that, oh, appreciation, a little bit of recognition. There's those little, just like they're hitting on those things that are like meaningful things like abundance or being so generous, appreciation and recognition, and those kind of things. They're really like, yeah, tick, 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 So Loyalty blend, it's a 5 ml, and the reason that it's 5 ml is because of the oils inside it. And let me just share my screen with you and put my glasses on. Let me see, share screen. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm hoping that you can see the Loyalty blend essential oil right now. I'm hoping that's what you can see. I can't really see what just says I'm sharing my screen. So I'm going to go with it. Fingers crossed it's working. And maybe I'll do a replay before I share this out to everybody to check it is working. But the Loyalty essential oil blend, you can see here the product description. This is from the US. However, I don't think it stands to be any different in Australia. I think it seems like it is quite worldwide. Like it's definitely for everybody who gets the Loyalty blend as part of the Essential Rewards program. And I will show you guys that again at some point in time. Not today. I want to kind of keep it towards this oil because I just felt so inspired by this oil just in the last 24 hours. So let me just read to you the product summary because I think that is the best way to kind of get what this oil is about. So Loyalty is an exclusive blend created specifically to reward Young Living members' commitment to the Essential Rewards program. After a full year of enrolment in the program, members receive this blend formulated by D. Gary Young himself. Loyalty honours the Young Living members who use our products each month to help infuse their lives with wellness, purpose, and abundance. And yeah, tick, tick, tick on all those levels as well. This blend pairs luxurious rose essential oil with other favourites, including sacred sandalwood, patchouli, lavender, and vetiver. These powerful oils combine for an aroma that promotes thoughtful intention, gratitude, connection, and contentment. I can breathe when I read those words. I don't know about you guys, but those words are so beautiful. Like, to promote those kind of things like thoughtful intention, gratitude, and connection and contentment is like, wow, like there's a lot of wholeness in those words. Okay, so the key ingredients: angelica, lang lang, lavender, Idaho blue spruce, cassia, vetiver, sacred sandalwood, geranium, sacred frankincense, and rose. So you can see there's a lot of high-end oils in this blend. So, you know, if you were to buy any one of these oils as a single oil, you'd be probably paying quite a lot of money. So there's high value in this oil because it's not about how much it costs, but cost does reflect value also. That these oils are, yeah, just very, like rose, for example, a 5 ml bottle of rose is, I'm pretty sure it must be up around $400 mark these days. I haven't actually looked at the price of rose lately. But yeah, it's got to be up around $400 because I'm pretty sure it was around $360, $370 last time I looked. So no doubt there's been price increases there. Sacred frankincense, once again, that's around the probably $140 mark on its own for a 5 ml. Geranium is probably around the $70 to $80 mark for a 15 ml. Sacred sandalwood, it's like up there with rose. It's probably in between sacred frankincense and rose. Probably, I don't know, around the, yeah, maybe $200 markish. I'm guessing. Again, I haven't looked. I haven't bought sacred sandalwood in a while. I've still got some sacred sandalwood in my own collection. I ran out of my frankincense and I don't have rose. I haven't had rose for a very long time. Vetiver, I do have in my collection. I love vetiver. It's very grounding oil, so I can see where that groundingness comes from in the benefits and features, which I'll read soon. Cassia, it's very fragrant. It's very cinnamony type smell. And I think that's kind of the aroma that I was probably off put by when I was like originally really just like, I'm not sure if I like this oil. Like, you know, I love the ingredients in the oil, but I don't really like if I like the blend as an aroma. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm not quite sure. And then Idaho blue spruce. I actually can't remember how much that is either. I do have that in my collection. I haven't used it for a long time though. And I honestly cannot remember how much it is. Lavender is a pretty medium range, kind of like around the, I think around $50 or $60 mark. For 15 ml, very well loved, underutilized oil in my opinion. Lang lang, that's up there again. That's probably in between lavender and vetiver kind of scenario. And angelica is not an oil that I believe that you can purchase singularly. It's always in the blend, so that's how, I guess, not elusive, maybe a little bit exclusive, but very much one of those ones that they use in blends because they must have to use it sparingly because of the crop rotation, I guess, and because of the value of it once again and how it grows, because each plant also brings its own value by the way it's grown agriculturally speaking as well, right? So then we've also got what the experience of this essential oils is, which is the unique and exclusive Loyalty Essential Blend rewards Young Living's most loyal members with the luxury of rose essential oil paired with other favourites, including sacred sandalwood, patchouli. In fact, patchouli I don't think was actually mentioned up in the key ingredients. So patchouli, is obviously one up that is in the actual product, but it's not listed as a key ingredient, interestingly. Lavender and vetiver for an aroma that invites positivity, appreciation, and interconnectedness. Wow, like, you know, all of these words are just hitting all of my words of affirmation kind of vibes. I love them so much. Okay, so and I actually did like the appreciation factor I have already touched on, but the positivity and interconnectedness, I guess connection is one word. Connection to what though? Connection to self, connection to others, connection to the earth. I feel like connection is a very broad word, but interconnectedness, it kind of like really refines the word of connection. It kind of means connected to everything almost, you know, they're connected to each other and self and so it just makes that the energy of that so much stronger. So let's talk about the product background. Created by D. Gary Young, Loyalty is exclusive to Young Living and is available to members only through the Essential Rewards program. I feel like I'm on repeat here saying the same thing multiple times, but I guess it reinforces that to you guys. It's so beneficial to be on that program. This promotional reward is given to members who have remained active on Essential Rewards program for 12 months. This blend is not available through regular wholesale retail sales. So it's not actually available on the shop store. So it comes when your order must flag up in the system. You've been with Young Living for 12 months, and then you get it every year, every 12 months, not just once when you've been with Young Living for 12 months. No, once you've been with Young Living for 12 months, you get it every 12 months, you know? It's like every year you get this oil. It's like, it is like gold because you have to use it sparingly because you only get it for a year. But I have to say that I have got a couple that I haven't used as often as I would have liked to because of that aroma that I really didn't. And for some reason, I just felt intuitively called to go to look at that oil again. And I just opened it and I smelt it in a whole nother way. And it was like, wow, like something has obviously changed for me. This is the power of, you know, how we have different nutritional needs or different aromatic needs at different times in our life, and different, you know, different things are going to hit differently at different times, you know, those kind of things. So let's just go look at the benefits and features. So Loyalty is an exclusive combination of valuable essential oils, 100% valuable, formulated by D. Gary Young to reward the commitment and loyalty of Young Living members. And then rose, sacred sandalwood, and sacred frankincense essential oils. Can I say that any more like a Peter Piper, whatever that saying is? Rose, sacred sandalwood, and sacred frankincense essential oils can help nourish and support the appearance of healthy skin. So I love that you can apply it to the skin. You can maybe put it as part of a moisturizer regime that you do on your face. Or you can just apply it to the skin niche if you don't have sensitive skin, if you don't need a carrier oil, because this is, from what I know, not got a carrier oil in it. It's just pure essential oils. I will double check that though. Lang Lang, lavender, and geranium help Loyalty provide a pleasant, relaxing atmosphere. Well, that's what I have recently kind of been feeling into. I really feel like I'm getting that from this oil now. Idaho blue spruce and vetiver essential oil helps Loyalty create the grounding environment. And I think I spoke about vetiver earlier being part of the grounding. It's a very relaxing oil. It's very deep and very earthy kind of oil. And it's a very thick and kind of viscous oil too. So it's like, it shows it's like a sap almost, you know, it's very from the earth. And even if it is from a plant, like a tree or I think it's actually more like a lemongrass, in fact. So I don't know how it gets like that sappy, but I need to double check myself, so do not quote me on that. These powerful oils combine to promote feelings of aligned purpose and create help an environment of thoughtful intention for building relationships. I like that, and I guess that kind of comes through from the interconnectedness and the connection and the gratitude, intention, appreciation, positivity, all of those beautiful words. So yeah, so obviously that is just like you know, a key element of life, like being able to have beautiful relationships with other people. Applied topically as a daily fragrance, Loyalty Aroma can create the environment for emotional, mental, and spiritual balance throughout your day. And I was actually thinking this morning, I wouldn't mind actually applying it to the back of my neck, because I feel like that's a really beautiful, like, perfume point. It also feels like it's like at that point where it can go like either way, down the back or up over the head. And it just feels like it's a deeply relaxing spot at the back of the neck. And also very spiritual spot, I feel. I mean, there is spiritual spots like on the top of the head, on around the belly button, those kind of places. But I really feel like the back of the neck kind of connects everything. So yeah, so I think that that is definitely one to consider. But now that I'm reading, when you get an oil, let me just bring this in front of me, the label actually peels back at the back. So when you peel that back, you can actually read the list of ingredients that comes off the label. And so it actually does have carrier oil in it. And I'm glad I'm reading this, because I wasn't aware of that at the time. It does have the triglyceride from coconut oil. And then it's got angelica, and then lang lang, lavender, Idaho blue spruce, cassia, vetiver, sandalwood, sacred sandalwood, geranium, sacred frankincense, patchouli. It also has cardamom in it, and mastrante, and peppermint, and melissa, and rose. So melissa, I would have thought would have been a key ingredient. So melissa is a very high-end oil, as is rose. So together they're very highly valued and quite expensive oils. So the ones that aren't on those key ingredients are the, obviously, coconut oil, triglyceride, the patchouli, as we've already discovered, the mastrante, I don't know if I'm even saying, I never know if I'm saying it right, and the peppermint and melissa. So there are other essential oils which go into this blend, but I feel like this is like, you know, hitting on the key ones as per it says. So I'm thinking I might actually even take the dropper off this one, even though, I don't know, I like using the droppers if they work well. And then put it, sometimes you can put like the roller ball, which I showed you in my last video, what I did with Three Wise Men and Present Time. So I feel like maybe, because I do have 2 bottles of this already at the moment, I could potentially put the roller ball on one and use one as a dropper as well, because I have been using it in the last couple of days. It's very well blended, that's for sure, because I can't pick up a particular tone in there right now. But in the past, I think I have pulled out cassia as like that cinnamony kind of spicy, which I'm not really, I didn't really enjoy, and I actually don't really think I enjoy cassia very much anyway. I've had that oil as a single in the ancient scripture oils. It comes, or it used to, I don't know if it still does, come with cassia as a single oil. And I think I may even still have it in my collection, because I haven't used it, because I was like very, yeah, it was a very intense spice aroma. Like, it's very different to cinnamon. Cassia and cinnamon are different, and it doesn't, yeah, cinnamon is, I think, far more gentle, whereas cassia is quite intense. So yeah, so let me just stop sharing my screen, come back to you guys, and yeah, thanks for watching my video and listening to me about my newfound love of the Loyalty blend and why. And I hope that that can help you with like learning why I love Young Living so much, and also why, I can take these off again because I'm not reading. Why you guys might be interested in actually becoming a Young Living member for yourself, if you are an essential oil lover, if you like making things with essential oils, making your own DIY body scrubs or soaps, or if you just like any kind of way of helping with that whole idea of deep relaxation using products. So that's something that you think you might like and you might like to try it, then just you can click on the link in my description below and go from there. And if you need any help at all, yeah, you can always send me an email or contact me, and I will chat with you soon. Otherwise, I would love for you to click on the like if you like this video, and if you haven't yet subscribed, then make sure you do that too, and you can hear more of my videos and go check out my other videos if this is the first video you're watching. Alrighty, I'm going to head off and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.